What is good, Hellraisers? Welcome back to our brand new episode. Today we're continuing our streak into looking at all the Modern Warfare and Cold War guns with regards to the best blueprint that you would want in terms of Warzone. The guns are going to come in the future, so keep a lookout for that. For now, we're doing the Modern Warfare gun, the shotgun, Model 680. Now, Model 680, you don't really see it that much. It's the equivalent sort of the Howard 77 for the Black Ops version, and now with the integration of Cold War into Warzone, all the Black Ops guns sort of have the upper hand on all the damage, maneuverability, whether it be control, whether it be even TTK. So no one's really bothered with Modern Warfare guns anymore. Even as you as you probably saw, all the loot where Cold War guns. Since Cold War was introduced into Warzone, there was no Modern Warfare ground loot. Sorry, anywhere to be found. But nonetheless, if you're playing multiplayer, I know it's a few years old, but if you're liking it, and here are the best things that you can have. Of course, in CX680 we don't have many options. Actually, we only have one option. It is called the Big Red. Now, the Big Red, if you guys think this one sounds familiar, it's because it resembles the Howard blue, which is pretty much it looks very similar, just that this one is red, that one is blue, and it's just a different shotgun. But other than that, I mean, even if you had other blueprints, I would suggest going with the Big Red. The Big Red has been a loot in the legendary crates throughout Warzone, so that means it is considered a pretty good weapon. As you can see, it was introduced in Season 5, pre-integration of Cold War into Warzone. Let's take a look at some of the attachments for it. So we have the monolithic suppressor, which is pretty much the best suppressor you can have on the Modern Warfare guns. You have the XRK-30 Sport barrel for that extra range. You have the TAC laser for that hip fire accuracy. You have the Lockwood Precision series. I'm assuming that's for the control and a bit more accuracy. And you have the slug rounds. Oh yeah, I remember the slug rounds. Something that makes it even deadlier. I think that's what adds to the damage. Of course, you lose a tiny bit of mobility, but again, it really depends what type of player you are with the shotgun. A lot of people like to rush with the shotgun, so I wouldn't suggest this build, but this one is really a build for like a defensive position. As you can see, the range, if it was a close quarter gun, you do not really need all that range. But yeah, if you don't have the weapon level up and you want to level it up just for the sake of it, or you actually picked up Big Red from the ground, which is what in the majority of cases that's what happens when people watch my videos. They pick it up as a ground loot, or kill someone with it, or get killed by it, and wonder what the attachments are. And since these free blueprints are not in the shop, so they can't really go in and see the details about all the attachments, so that's why I do these videos. At least you can know what attachments you can have. That's pretty much it. This one is just my own personal addition to it. This is it's either I use it in Warzone. I used it in the beginning when I saw I was pretty weak in Warzone. I stopped using it, but also in multiplayer. Both it's one of the only guns. I think the shotguns in general are the only guns where I have the same loadout from multiplayer and Warzone. If you're wondering what this loadout is, as you can see, the mobility is super high because I consider this to be a very close quarter combat gun. You have the XRK 14.0 SWAT barrel. Again, this barrel, it does not give me that much range. It actually, my range is pretty lower, but it gives me that damage, extra damage for that wider hit. 5MW laser, which is pretty much the best laser you can have on Modern Warfare guns. Then we have the nose stock to increase that mobility sky high. I really like to go with nose stock, whether it be my assault rifles, my LMGs, or even my shotguns. Sometimes even my SMG, depending on the SMG. I know the bullfrog, I like to go with no stock. Yeah, it really depends on the gun. Merc foregrip, again, the underbarrel, you can really switch. Some people like the Ranger, some people like the Commando. I really like the Merc with the shotgun. For some reason, I feel like not only does it look better, it feels better, but it does give you a lot more accuracy than it actually shows for. And sleight of hand. This is, I'm not really sure if these perks work in Warzone, but the reason why I put this is probably because any other attachment was way too compromising for the gun. Otherwise, I would have put a agency suppressor, monolithic suppressor on this gun. But yeah, this one is not really, I think the last time I was playing with this was with the multiplayer, so I think that's the big difference. If I'm playing with multiplayer, I'll keep the perk. If I'm playing with Warzone, I'll replace the sleight of hand perk with the monolithic suppressor. I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I didn't show you guys the HD cutscene for this one, just in case you want to see it. So that's pretty much it with the gun. What's the description? Coming hot with the big red shotgun. Yeah, I mean it is a nice shotgun. It is a nice, but that's pretty much it for the 680. Let's see if they actually develop ones that you can buy. Oh yeah, you have 3 that you can buy. This one was in season 5. Okay, it's got shadow tracers. I don't think I've seen anybody rock this bad boy right here, but yeah, it's pretty old now. Yeah, it came out with the operated button. Okay, Velikan. Yeah, I remember when this guy came out. That's a while now. Then you got, oh, let's take a look at the attachments just to see if okay, breacher device, XRK 14.0 SWAT, 500mm laser, that's pretty good. Forge tack ultralight, and sleight of hand. Alright, so this one is really a compromise between the short range and medium range. It's not bad at all. You don't have that much control and range, but you do have the mobility and damage. Yeah, it really depends on what type of player you are. Plus with the tracers you're gonna blind the enemies, so that's gonna be pretty beneficial for you. Puff adders. As you can see, like the majority of the blueprints they put for these shotguns are always with the barrel sawn off. That's because it's the most famous one. People like this one because they add you a lot of mobility, and it does look better, and it's actually deadlier. This one was introduced in season 3, pre-integration of Cold War into Warzone. That's pretty old too. Weapon details: XRK 18 Liberator. All right, Cronin. LP 945 mini reflex optics. All right, no stock, and XRK True Grip. You add some accuracy, range, mobility, a tiny bit of damage suffers, but that's pretty much it. I think it's going to be pretty much equal to this, yeah, in Praetorian. The only difference is a tiny less accuracy for more mobility. Choke muzzle, 500W laser, no stock, and XRK True Grip Tactical. I mean, they're not too bad. I just wouldn't buy it just because not only is it weak in Warzone, but I mean the big red is enough for you guys. And the big red is enough to level it up, and then you can actually check the attachments that are here, and if you want to replace it by some, you can do it. You don't really need to buy any weapon pack, unless you're buying, of course, an operator pack, and it comes with it by accident. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this model 680. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know in the comment section below. If you're looking at any other gun, any of the best blueprints, or how to unlock the challenges for a gun, especially in Modern Warfare, you have a lot of guns that you can unlock in multiplayer. Check my channel. I have pretty much everything unlocked. If your video is not or your gun is not available on my playlist, that means just I didn't do it yet, but I will be doing it. I'll be doing every single gun, even if the game is outdated. Yeah, it's just one of those things I like doing. Alright guys, I hope you guys are good, enjoy your games, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take it easy.
Watch your fucking fire! Enemy launch, advance UAV. Watch your fucking fire!